YouTube, Twitch, MFFLs to the mad fans out there in the world. Welcome to another edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel and the Glow Sun Production Twitch channel. Of course, if you don't know by now, if you've been following the channel, you've been following our socials, you know who I be. It is your boy Rail, and joining me, as usual, is the only man that I know that's trying to teach Luca personally how to do the Dougie, and it's my boy King. What's up, man?
Not much, bro. Good game to talk about here before this big game coming up. Let's do it.
Yes, sir, man. It was a great game tonight for your Dallas Mavericks as they played the Toronto Raptors. We're gonna get into that, but first, we gotta do a little housekeeping. If you're new to the show, I'm going to give you a rundown of how this works. Normally, we give you our overall reactions, then we give you our positives, then we give you our negatives. Give out the game ball. We normally give the game ball no matter what the wins or the losses are. We give you the game ball. And then we take your questions and your comments at the end of the show. We'll post them throughout the show, but we will address them at the end of the show. So, we're going to go ahead and get into it, guys. As y'all know, the Mavs win 102-98 in a close one. It was a very entertaining game tonight. Probably one of the best games I've seen all night from the Mavs, man. It was a huge game for them. And of course, we got the leading top performers tonight in Luca with a monster game tonight, 41 and 14 and 7 for Luca. And of course, for Toronto, it was Pascal Siakam. Let's go ahead and look at some other numbers here. All right, guys, y'all see the field goal percentage for the Mavs. Mavs shot 48%, which is not too bad, man. Just shows you that they actually were hitting their shots tonight. 3-point shots were 27%. You know, we were starting to get used to that with the 3-point percentages. Free throws were pretty good too, man. Luca for sure hit all his free throws except for one today. And KP, King's favorite player, hit two of the clutchest free throws in the history of the Mavericks. So it was a good game tonight, like I said, for the Mavs, man. All right, man. You ready to get into it, King?
Let's do it.
All right, man. You know how we do it, man. Go ahead and give me your give me your overall reaction to the game.
Okay.
I got it right. I got it right.
You did this time.
Right.
All right, so I'm gonna keep this simple and sweet, I guess. This reminded me of one of the old Maverick games from maybe last year or 2 years ago, where a lot of guys didn't really step up and perform. Just give a bunch. I feel like Luca and KP were the main contributors. Tim Hardaway early was doing his business, but it felt like one of those old games where Luca had to, play superhero, and he came through for the Mavs tonight. I predicted he'll have a 50-point game pretty soon. He gave me a 41 one tonight. He was getting there. He was hot. I was like, man, maybe tonight it may happen. But another overall reaction, the Mavs have been driving the ball to the paint. I think I've brought that up a few videos now as far as looking at them changing their game up as far as just being an excellent paint presence as far as getting to the rim. And that's been nice to see. We got to the free throw line quite a bit today. As you said, everyone made their free throws except for Luca missed one, which he still was like 11 to 12. So that was incredible. Luca's been awesome on the free throw line, actually pretty recent since he's been back. The first time from injury, he's been pretty good from the free throw line, I feel like. So that's a step up. It's always like a step, something Luke always works on. He gets every year, seems like. So that's a great thing to see. It was awesome again to see Ja lost the game today and Luca won one with a 1 point, almost triple double. So that's big right before the All-Star game because I think the voting ends on Sunday, guys. So make sure you guys vote for Luca and even KP if you can. Kristaps Porzingis, excuse me, guys, at the beginning of the game, was turning around fadeaway. I feel like his post-ups were looking pretty good. He ran with the flow of the game today. He was making big free throws, as you said, at the end of the game. I felt like he did his job. When he was out the game, we missed him as far as the rim presence, as far as blocking at the rim. When he was sitting at the beginning of the fourth, I felt like second half defense just kind of took over the game. First half, it was a little bit of back and forth. But the defense took over in the second half, really held another team to under 100 points. This is becoming a broken record, guys, I know. But, yeah, man, just an overall, just one of those classic games. Not really, there's a few negatives if you want to pick on guys as far as on the team. But it was great to see Luca have one of those games. We felt like we we're missing that. So guys got what they wanted, and we got a win still. So I'm happy with the results.
Yeah, like you said, man. Luca finally had one of his big games that we've been waiting for all year. This is what the Luca that we've been waiting on. Like you said, KP did pretty good. Your boy Tim Hardaway came out aggressive today, man. He was actually putting the ball on the floor and heading to the basket. I was kind of surprised with that. Man, Jalen Brunson was out there trying to outshow
Fred
Fred Van
VanVleet.
Fleet. Yeah, man, because I know there were a lot of comparisons, his game to Fred Van Fleet, and for him to go out there and outplay him, man, that was major. Of course, Dorian doing his thing, shutting down Pascal in the second half a little bit. Pascal, I'm guessing it's still supposed to be their number one option. He did pretty good on him. Um, it was well, I was gonna say something about a player, but I'm gonna save him for the negatives. But just Luca, man. Luca went out there and did his thing today, man. He talked about struggling on his threes. They said over the last 4 games he shot like 2 for 27.
Mm-hmm.
So tonight for him to finally get his shots to go, and then for him to hit one of the clutchest threes this year coming
All
from
the time.
him, yeah, man, it was nice. Um, can I say this? This was the greatest. This is their best game of the season. I was playing. I was just, I just want to see what you gonna say because I
Man.
know we haven't used that phrase in a while now. So, but no, man, like I said, it was an overall good game, man. It was very entertaining. I was on the edge of my seat, um, trying to get everything set up, man. I was trying to get things set up while focusing on the game. That's kind of hard, man. Especially like I said, with it going down the wire, the defense. Can't talk enough about the defense. I think we talk about it ad nauseum on every show now. It seems like. Um, I think it's now kind of hard to argue that Dallas might have the best team. I'm sorry, the best defense in the league. Man, they locking everybody up, man. And once again, held an opponent to under 100 points. 20th game in a row where they've held an opponent under 50% shooting. It's just, I mean, like, what else can you say about this team right now, man? They're clicking at the right time because you got 3 opponents coming up here, man. That's going to be a huge test for you. Now, luckily for us, we're going to be at home. We've been doing pretty good on this little home stretch, 6-0 so far. So hopefully that can help us out, man, with, get us a little home cooking that can help us keep that momentum and hopefully get past these next 3 opponents, man. I'm definitely looking forward to Phoenix because, like you said in the last video, I really feel like we should have beat Phoenix
Mm-hmm.
in that last game. We barely lost to them twice without Luca. So definitely can't wait for that game.
Mavericks. One last thing. Don't know if you know, they are now number 2 now as far as opponents' points per game in the NBA, guys, right behind Golden State.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
they're number 2 now as far as in that statistic. So as I said, Dodo's up for some money, man.
Somebody about to get paid. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get it to them positives since you bringing up Dodo. Getting that
uh,
dough.
Main positive is Luca Doncic. Obviously, got to start any positive
Wow, look at
before.
the negative, bro.
Man, Luca's amazing. That's why when you see these games like this, you're just like, we have Luca Doncic. Like, man, this it's incredible to know all the things he can do. His driving game as far as getting to the rim is just, I still think it's underrated to a point. Luca Doncic is probably top 5 as far as getting to the rim and scoring at the rim, just to be an unathletic white guy. So it's incredible to always watch him do this when he has these games. Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway was a breath of fresh air in the first half, especially as you said, he was driving to the rim.
It's about
So
time, man.
yeah,
God.
man, like he was getting to the rim. I felt like today was one of those. Okay, Timmy, he felt like he was going to get involved, and he did get involved. And KP, as I said, it felt like one of those previous years. When they was out, that was our big 3, and they had to put it down, and it was other guys who was going to find out who's going to make shots and all. It felt like one of those older games. And but it wasn't one of the situations where they let it go in the clutch. They actually made it happen. And Luca with the dagger, man. So I'm gonna give positives to the big 3. I felt like Dodo and even Reggie played excellent defense at times. We'll get to Maxi a little bit later. Love Maxi, but I got to talk about him some other things. But
Mm-hmm.
even Josh Green minutes, man. Like Josh made a big 3 in the corner early in the game, and
I know you was hyped.
man, when he made that 3, I was up here. I was like,
I thought
wow,
about you when he did that. I said, yeah, I bet you over
ah,
there
it's like
screaming top of
Josh
his lungs.
Green. But Yeah,
Right.
man. Like this team, just a positive reaction. J Kidd has his team just like just gelling and clicking and believing, man. Like I think the Mavericks believe they're one of the best teams in the NBA right now, and that's all you can hope for when you have a team, especially a young team that's supposed to take the next step. So J Kidd, man, as I said, at the end of the year, there has to be consideration for him being coach of the year. We talked about the Mavs possibly winning 50 games last year. Could it happen? And I don't see why not, especially if they beat the Phoenix tomorrow. Then we can maybe start talking about this Mavericks team, maybe a 50-win team. And we're only 3 games now away. What is in the loss column from Memphis, and 3 games away in the win column from Utah. So it's possible. It's possible to get all the way up to third. Like, don't discredit this Dallas Mavericks team as long as they keep winning games, and especially winning the ones they're supposed to, and winning at home. This should be a pretty good team. So I'm very high on this team right now. They're just winning, finding all type of ways to win.
Man, you almost got me on board with you, man. You almost got me on board with you. I'm taking it game by game. I told you the one time I kind of put myself out there, man. I almost fell off that branch. So I'm just gonna take it one game at a time. But nah, positives though. There's something I want to point out here with the Mavs, man. So I guess did you realize that the Raptors only play like pretty much like a 7-man rotation?
Mm-hmm.
And I think they said that they have the highest minutes within the starter.
Starters.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they said that, and I kind of looked at the Mavs. If you think about it, the Mavs and Raptors, are kind of have the same type of mindset as far as how they're built. They want to switch with their wings, their
Mm-hmm.
defense, and how they're interchangeable and all that stuff. They on difference is they play a little bit quicker than Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the minutes right here, right? Porzingis 33, Brunson 33, Luca 42, Finney 35, Kleber 24, Hardaway 26, Powell and Bullock 17. So it looks like that they're kind of going in that same direction that the Toronto Raptors are doing as far as the shorten the rotation and just give them a bulk of minutes. Because
Mm-hmm.
one of the guys here just pointed out something in the comment. I know we don't really address the comments after the show, but he kind of pointed out something as far as a player not playing. And so I think that as time goes on, Key is starting to shorten his rotation
Mm-hmm.
to a certain amount of players that he can trust.
Yep.
Like these are my guaranteed guys right here, giving them these bulk of minutes. Like I said, the 42. Because then on top of that too, the defense, that rotation with Luca and those 4 players in that starting lineup, you saw the numbers. That's their most efficient lineup when it comes to defense.
Yep.
So giving those guys the bulk of the minutes to make sure that the defensive clamps are out there doing anything, I can kind of see why now. And so I kind of thought about that during the game when they talked about Nick Nurse and the way that they're built. And I was like, well, Dallas is kind of built that same way, and their philosophy is kind of the same way as theirs. The only difference is they play a little bit faster on defense. I mean, a little bit faster on offense for Toronto than Dallas does. But yeah, I don't know if you noticed that, man. I think we talked about it before in the last maybe
Mm-hmm.
like a handful of videos. Like their minutes are starting to kind of go up a little bit. Luca's probably getting about 35 to 40 a game. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
it don't seem like it, but when you look at the numbers, it seems like that's where it's going. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so,
I've been
so
noticing it as far as J Kidd. I was watching the game today, and Luca wasn't having like how usually Luca has stretches of the like his break that goes into the end of a quarter before, like Rick used to do as far as like the end of the first quarter. He
yeah,
sit him out going into the second quarter and bring him in the
yeah,
second. In this game, J Kidd kept taking him out for like spurts and then bringing him back in the quarter and letting them finish the game out. Like he didn't sit out until the end of a quarter to come back into another one. It seemed like he kept coming back into the game. So I did notice that. It seems like even Marquise Christian are losing minutes. I think it's because he is solidifying his lineup right now. Like I feel like Marquise Christian and these guys is great to have on your bench because you know they can come in and actually do something for you. So it's going to be a time where we're actually going to need these guys, obviously, and they're going to come in and do their job. I feel like that's why you have all these guys. As I said before a few videos ago, I think the Mavs are becoming a deep team. Like I think people didn't think they were a deep team beforehand, but now it's starting to like seem that they are pretty deep at like almost every position, almost except for power forward, as I said.
yeah.
So I do think he's just solidifying the roles. I mean, everybody's roles. Everybody's missed time. Most people, I should say, missed time, so their legs shouldn't be as heavy as other teams maybe. And the emergence of Dwight Powell, man. Let's keep it real. Dwight Powell's been since this Marquise Chris thing. Dwight Powell's been playing some excellent basketball. Like we got to
Yeah,
keep it real, man. Like
yeah.
so, it's getting to a point where you can't get rid of his minutes because he actually deserved his minutes. He's not.
And
He's not starting
playing
anymore,
solid defense. I got to give it to him.
and
He played real good defense. I know you saw a lot of switching on him and
yep,
Pascal, and he was picking Pascal up right there at the half court. Not sorry, not half court.
he,
The free throw
the
line
free
right
throw
there.
line.
Yeah, so he did a real good job. Even though when they was switching, and they had him on Van Vliet,
Vliet.
yeah, on the
Even
top
that
of the
play
key.
where he got the call when he challenged it, that could have been a
Man,
no
I
call.
still that was bogus.
But that was excellent defense by
Yeah,
Dwight
that was
Powell.
good
He
defense,
played up at
bro.
the right time. Like
I was
Powell.
sure they were gonna call that back. I was sure they were gonna call that back, but
Dwight Powell has been playing, like I said, excellent basketball. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's been playing his role. So he's playing his role off the bench with his minutes, playing as hard as he can. Tim Hardaway played decently on defense as well, trying to do as much as he could. Like guys are trying, man. Like they want to play for Jason Kidd. That's a positive thing. They want to play for Jason Kidd. They want to try to get his name, I feel like, changed as far as a coach. And it's working. It's working both ways.
man, I was gonna say something about something. What was I gonna say? So okay, yeah. So usually when we see these type of things happen where they're shortening the rotation, you usually don't kind of see this until probably like late February going into March because the coach wants to get an idea of like we know you're going to the playoffs. What is your rotation going to look like?
Mm-hmm.
And Kidd has already figured this out before the All-Star break, so that could be a positive. So that way we kind of have in our head now, looking at this team how it's being played right now, we have an idea of what this team is going to look like going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, unless they make some kind of a trade or something, but before then, this is the team that they're going to be playing going into the playoffs. Yep. So do you feel confident that this team can get it done? That's rotation that we've been seeing over the last maybe handful of games.
I was actually going to ask you right before you asked me that question. If they win tomorrow, are they a title contender?
Damn, that's a good question, bro. You hold on. You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. I want to know from you.
Now, hold on. Now, you know I'm the let me take this game by game guy.
But you can only take a game by game so far.
That's the question I should be asking you. You are the I'm thinking way ahead of the future guy.
If they win in all these games in this run against all these teams that you see in them playing, it's not like they just playing, nobodies, and we see they're playing against quality teams. Yeah, they're playing the top teams of the league right now, guys that have winning records and all. If they continue and do something like against Phoenix tomorrow, hold them under 100 and beat them tomorrow, are they a title contender with this team they have right now?
I'm not ready to say yes yet. I'm not ready yet. I still got to see it, man. But is DeAndre Ayton playing in that game? Is he out?
I'm not sure. Is he out? If he is out, that's great for the Mavericks.
I thought I saw him. Not somebody. I thought they had said he was going to be in protocol. I'm not sure though.
If he's in protocol, I got the Mavs winning it tomorrow. Then, like definitely.
Yeah, that's why I was asking because I think he's out. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I heard them say that he was in protocol.
If he's in protocol, then that should be a win for the Mavs. I expect the Mavs to win if DeAndre Ayton doesn't play.
Man, that's one of those games too, man. That KP gonna have to come on. He got to step up in that game, man.
I think he will
step up. If Ayton is playing, you gonna have to step up, man.
I'm trusting KP, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's building. It's building a little bit more. Like this year, he's playing like a number two. When he's on the court, he's playing like a number two. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like Kristaps Porzingis is our number two guy when he's out there with Luca Doncic right now. So if I think he could, why not? Like when he's called upon, he's doing the job. So he knocked down 2 clutch ones today. I saw Fred VanVleet came up to him between the two and tried to shake him off.
Oh yeah.
He knocked down the next one. So I mean, I'm giving KP his flowers right now, man. KP's awesome. Like I said, his rim protection was awesome when he was in the game. Like when he left, they had one on a little run and got it closer again. We went up by 10 when he was in the game. KP's that dude right now. So we're gonna give Luka his flowers. I'm gonna give KP his flowers too, man. So I do think if they beat Phoenix, to answer the question, going back to you, I already think they're a title contender, but I do think if they beat Phoenix tomorrow, they will be a title contender.
So do you think that KP is going to settle down into the center role now?
Yes, I think they're finally all this whole center, him starting at 5 is part of the whole rotation thing. This is J Kidd now showing you that ultimate rotation that y'all all waited for, that we all waited for. KP at the 5, and he's showing it to you. That's why the Mavs are winning. The Mavs
and
have their best lineup out right now.
they're doing what I was telling you the last couple games. They have it to where it's Dwight Powell, Maxey, and then KP. That's going to be their 3-man rotation.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so, and just in case you need them, you need a guy who can kind of be interchangeable between the center and the power forward. And Chris, you got him on the bench. And of course, Boban will come in and give you spot minutes, if ever they need him. It seems like right now they don't even need Boban. When last time Boban played?
They don't need him at all, man.
You see what I'm saying?
They don't.
So, hey, I know you've been sitting there talking about Boban might get traded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you believe he's going to get traded.
I still think he might get traded.
You trying to hurt Luca Finlers out here. All right, bro. I see how it is, man. See how it is. All right, man. Of course, with every positive, you already know what time it is a negative.
Yeah.
I think we're going to probably touch on the same negative in this one, bro.
Go ahead.
Maxey, man. Maxey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that he's struggling because of an injury? Because he did not play last game.
No.
You're not giving him injury?
I don't think it's injury. I just think today was a bad game. I think today he was just get caught off guard and getting caught in little crazy fouls and all. I don't think it's a slump yet because last game he struggled, but this game I feel like it's just more of he wasn't playing. So I'm gonna go tomorrow, especially without DeAndre Ayton playing. Tomorrow will show me.
I don't know for a fact he's not playing.
Yeah, I'm saying if he isn't playing, especially like Maxey should show out tomorrow. And so tomorrow will show me a little something, but I don't think it's because of like a injury or anything.
Yeah, his defense is what we kind of focus on as Mad fans. Mm-hmm. But every once in a while, because I know at one point he was like the hottest shooter on our team. We always saw the Kyle Maxey. He's just like those last couple of games that he did play. He didn't play the last game, but the game before that and in this game, he's been kind of struggling a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know I know he sat out the last game. I didn't know if it was because of an injury that is kind of like holding him back in this game. But maybe you're right. I'm not worried about Maxey. As long as Maxey is giving us the defense, man, and the rebounding and the hustling that we know him for, we good. I'm good, man. I'm good. Another negative. Let's see. I thought I had another. You got another negative?
3-point shooting.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, 3-point shooting was.
Oh no, I got one too. The early offensive rebounds in the first half.
Yes.
That was killing me, man. Like I'm glad they cleaned it up in the second half, but that first half, man, was bad, man. It was just too many offensive rebounds. And you can you hear like, Derek Harper and them on the broadcast talking about that. It's like, man, this team is one of the teams that they're good at second chances, man. They're very high octane, a lot of energy. They crash the boards. They're very athletic. They're long. They're quick. You have to make sure you box out. And so, of course, they boxed them out definitely at the right time at the end of the game when they got that clutch rebound to seal the win. But
Toronto's a pretty long team, man.
Yeah, they are.
Like Linky and all, they are. So I was paying attention to that, talking to my wife about that actually today on the game. Like they're pretty linky on that team. So you were seeing them they were doing that all game. But Luca cooked Scott Barnes. We didn't say that as a positive. He was cooking him.
Yeah, like I said, but you know what? He gonna be nice though, man.
Yeah, I like a lot of people on their team. They have they're one piece away again. They're Kawhi Leonard away.
I was just about to say a Kawhi Leonard type of player away, man. Yeah, I think, man, though, and I know, remember we talked about this in the Rick Carlisle video. Nick Nurse is a great coach when it comes to developing. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that, remember, he came up through like the G League and like lower level, professional leagues and stuff like that. So where you have to make groom these guys up to be better players or whatever. So you have to work with these guys to be more hands-on. So coming here, you can draft a guy at 22nd and make him into something, you know what I'm saying? Like a OG or somebody like that. Because he was a late first round pick, and now look at him. You know what I'm saying? Pascal, look at him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of coach, man, like with Jason Kidd. You see how this team is developing right now. And so that's what makes a good coach a great coach. You take that next level when you can take, this remote right here, man, and turn it into something. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes a great coach. I don't want to harp on your favorite coach of all time, bro. I'm just kind of throwing it out there. Just giving Nick Nurse some love, man, because that dude is a great coach, man. I love Nick Nurse, man.
He is.
And that team, no superstar in that team whatsoever, man, and yet he has them in the thick of things in the East.
Yeah. Respect.
Much respect. You got any more negatives you want to add, man?
A little bit sloppy with the ball. They had 16 turnovers. I mean, it's not a horrible turnover night, but it's not good for the Mavericks. You know, the Mavericks usually around 10 turnovers a game, so I feel like they got a little sloppy. But other than that, you said offensive rebounds. It was nasty at a point. We weren't capitalizing. I feel like on a bunch of our offensive rebounds.
Still, I
Uh,
rebounded them by one, which
yeah,
is
we did.
unbelievable.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable. But I felt like we didn't capitalize on a bunch of our offensive rebounds we got. It was one. It
no,
was one sequence where Dodo missed a shot. Somebody got a rebound, passed it out to Dodo. He missed the air ball three and all right behind it. So
yeah,
yeah, we didn't capitalize on as much as we should. But nah, other than that, you really harped on the rest of the negatives.
yeah. Like I said, not a lot of negatives. It seems like now lately, bro, what our negatives started to become like nitpicks. Like we be
Yeah.
nitpicking at something. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
said, I'm not gonna harp on Cleaver too much, man, because he has been known for coming up big when we need him, especially on defense. So
Absolutely.
going through a little mini slump, that's cool, man. Everybody else can pick up the slack to kind of lift him and stuff like that, man. In the game, he played 24 minutes, scored 0 points. That's not good. But still, like I said, he's been good this season, man. He's entitled to a game here or there or whatever.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's cool, man. It's cool. All right, man. Here we go. Give us the game ball. Who you giving the game ball to? You better not say Josh Green, man. We ended this show right now. Okay. Hey, you know what's funny? I almost wore my jersey. I almost wore that jersey.
The Don, man. There's nothing more to say. The Don, probably his best game of the year. Um,
Probably.
yeah, it was his best game of the year. You're
Yeah,
right.
this is the best game of the year. Not just because of
He,
the points, just the impact.
yeah, it was just overall. We wanted this game. We asked for it, and he gave it to us. He looked like he was having fun out there. He was cooking them. It was like nothing they could do to stop him. So I'm giving it to Luca, man. Luca, it's no one else to give it to. Who could I give it to other than Luca?
You can give it to probably Josh Green.
Josh Green. I almost did. He was close.
Since he hit that three in the corner, man. I know that had you hype.
Yeah,
Give him the game ball. Give him the
biggest
Josh
shot of
Green
the game.
ball. Now, game ball for me, man. Of course, is Luca, man. He scored 41. King, is this a coincidence, bro?
No, no.
He
I
did it
already
again, man. Somehow he got 41 in something that he didn't done again, man. It's seeming like this ain't no coincidence. Like he doing this on purpose, bro. Shout out to
Luke.
Dirk.
I'm gonna tell you this: Luca going to start an All-Star game.
You know what? I mean, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on the start. He could. I don't know, but
Mhm.
I'm with you now. He going. He going.
He he plays. He plays. Let's see. The voting ends on Sunday. He plays
Oh,
Phoenix. He plays
he
Phoenix.
plays
Uh huh.
Memphis on Sunday
Uh huh. And he plays Memphis on Sunday. Yep.
in Dallas.
Luca, if the Dallas Mavericks can go on, what's that, a 6 game, because they're on a 4 game win streak right now, right? So if they go on a
Ye-
6 game win streak, Luca Doncic will start the All-Star game.
Hey, y'all heard it here first. King said it first, man. He said he will be starting in the All Star game. So hopefully, hey, if y'all guys haven't voted yet, or if you've been voting, continue to keep voting. I think they had the double vote day. What was it? What's today?
Today, it might
Wednesday.
have been today, wasn't it? I don't know.
I thought it was yesterday. I think,
It
but
might
oh
have
yeah,
been.
it might be today. I'm not sure, but yeah, so y'all go ahead and vote, man. Get Luca in there, man. All
Hey,
right,
is
guys.
KP, before you go to the next one, is KP gonna make it if we win these 2 games?
I got a feeling KP going.
I think he is too. I think KP gonna make the All-Star game too.
It's a lot of noise going on around with KP going to the All Star game this
I
year.
think Kristaps Porzingis is gonna make the All-Star game this year. I do think so as well, and that's awesome. I think that's building even more camaraderie
Yeah,
between these guys. If KP sees he can be an All-Star as well, then it's like, okay, I can play this role. Like I think this is a good thing for the Mavericks in general.
now if that happens, then Nico definitely ain't making no trade.
I don't think, man, I don't think they're gonna make a trade. I'm starting to think now they're not. They're gonna stay. When they said no to Miles Turner, that whole
Mm.
Miles Turner saying they're gonna say no about it, I think they're gonna stand pat. I think they are, and
Yeah,
I'm
cause
like,
that's the only trade that I seen Mark Stein kind of like say like, yeah, that's who they're going after. Like I told you
mhm,
before, if Mark Stein say it, it's gospel, bro. Like you need to
yeah.
listen to Mark Stein. That dude been tied to the Mavericks since I was a kid, bro. Like
Uh,
so yeah.
unless they're bluffing the Pacers.
And it,
Maybe
it could be,
they could be
I
getting the
don't know.
Pacers to take a low ball amount. They may be like, oh, okay, nobody wants Miles, and then get him for the low, and I'd love that as well. Like, if Nico can get that done, that'd be incredible. But I think they're gonna stand back now. I think right now, unless they go on like a slump. So say tomorrow starts a slump where they start losing a few games, then I think they make a trade. Like, I think this upcoming time right here is going to decide what the Mavericks do at the trade deadline.
I agree. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the show. It's y'all time now, man. We're gonna get into the questions and the comments. So, if you got any questions, you got any comments, y'all go ahead and get them in now. King, here we go. Let me scroll way back up here. All right, man. Here we go. First one up. That boy Ben Price. What's up, Ben?
Ben,
Luca on his mother effing BS tonight, boys. Yes, sir. This was a classic Luca tonight, man. This is the Luca we've been waiting for. King called it. He was close with the 50. He was at 9 points off. I think he could have scored 50, man, if he wanted to.
he could have
scored 50. He was on that kind of roll tonight, man. I think he definitely could have scored 50 tonight.
Hold on, another question before you go past this. Is Luca Doncic playing on an all defensive level right now?
You know they're not gonna give it to him.
I'm not saying they're gonna give it to him. I'm just asking you.
I mean, not defensive player of the year. We talking about on a defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not reputation. Like, I think he has to do it a couple more years for them to finally kind of give him the respect. Because you still got people on ESPN talking about he don't play no defense.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it this year. But do you think he's playing at a level right now of being like maybe an all defensive player?
Probably not.
No.
No.
Okay. I think he may be.
All right. Queen said, "Oh, she's talking about what time." Everybody kind of posting what time they are. So this person here says it's 2 p.m. on a Thursday where he's at, which means he's overseas.
Yeah.
Isaac, you still in, man? Let us know where you from, man.
Shout out to you, Isaac. Shout out to you.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all the fans all over the globe, man. Johnny B, what's good, man? He said, so the Mavs signed Chris just to warm up a seat. They could have kept Willie Cauley-Stein for that. Yeah, like we said, man. The only difference is that when you put Chris in the game, man, he's actually doing something.
Yeah.
Like, he's done a whole lot more than what Willie been doing when he played in the game. And Willie was actually a contributing rotation player. Like, he was actually the backup center getting crucial minutes for some crazy reason. But yeah. Now I know you're not the only person who's been saying that, man. A lot of people kind of wondering where he is. Like we said in the previous video, man, I think what they're doing, they're trying to tighten that rotation. He's keeping it to a certain amount of players because the Toronto Raptors are doing the same thing. They got it down to like 7, maybe 8, depending on the night. They try to keep it to a certain amount of players for the Mavericks, man. Trying to get that rotation tight so that way you have an idea who's going to be out there and what their role is going to be. What you
Absolutely. Got? I was just going to say, Johnny, just think about it. If or when Dwight Powell starts to struggle, you have Marquise Chris. Yep. Before you had Willie Cauley-Stein, where it was just, oh, man, we got to try to switch the rotation with Willie Cauley instead. Now you have Marquise Chris. So I wouldn't complain too much. As I said, if he's needed, he'll be used.
And you know he come in, he going to play.
Absolutely.
You're not going to be standing there looking like a stop sign or something. All right, man. Ben Price said there were parts in the game where I thought we should have had Chris out there in the first half when they were scoring all those easy buckets and putbacks. Yeah, like I said, man, I think it really was just paying attention to detail because the Toronto, like I said earlier in the video, Toronto is a very good offensive rebounding team. Mm-hmm. They're very quick. They're very agile. They're very athletic. Like, they will attack the basket. They out-rebounded us in the first half, and, of course, on offensive rebounds. Mm-hmm. So it took our second half to finally kind of get us back into a respectable distance when it came to the offensive rebounds, because that's what their job is. They crash the boards, and they're very fast. They will get on a fast break in a hurry. They got a lot of long, rangy players, man, interchangeable, rangy guys in between, like 6'7", 6'9". You know what I mean? We got a lot of 6'6" guys. They got a lot of 6'7", 6'8", 6'9" guys.
Yep.
You want to Pascal, I think he's about 6'10". So yeah, guys around that area where they're all long. And so you have to box teams like that out, man. You got to know your scouting report. You got to know your opponent, man. You have to box these dudes out. Dallas did that in the second half. And I'm willing to bet you kid went into halftime telling them that. You got to box out. This team is known for that. Take that part of the game away from them.
I 100% agree, bro.
All right. Johnny B says, King, I saw you post on the Mavs room about Luca getting 50. He was almost there. Yeah, man, he was almost there. I was like, he had what, 20?
22? at
22
at
the
half.
first
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, first half, yeah. Because I didn't even know he had 22. I was like, dang, yeah. Because he had four. Matter of fact, he scored 14 in the second quarter.
yeah.
And so I was like, okay, could he be on his way?
I still don't think it's. I still think it's going to happen. I still think it's going to get a 50-point game.
Yeah, he got time, bro.
Yeah.
He got time. All right, man. Bro Law says, if healthy, are y'all okay going into the playoffs without making any moves or the trade? I know King is, man. He said this team is a dynasty right now.
Nah, man, don't put those words in my mouth. I'm saying this. I'm
I
saying this.
Reggie, I still wanna trade.
He
Yeah.
still wants to trade. I say this, and I'm standing behind it. It's Kristaps Porzingis. If Kristaps Porzingis can stay healthy and play at this level, we're a championship level team. That's how I believe. Everybody believed that. You say what? I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go Western Conference Finals.
Western. I think we're a championship level team. If we're a Western Conference Finals team, then I feel like we're one of the last four. We're a championship level team. I feel like. So if we can get there with Kristaps, I think it's all on the health of Kristaps Porzingis. I think everybody has known that for the past few years because these skill sets are supposed to complement each other so well. So if you're getting Kristaps Porzingis, the version you're supposed to get is a number 2 beside Luca Doncic. These guys should be one of the best 1-2 punches in the NBA, if not the best. So you add that with a bunch of role players that know their job and guys that play defense like tough and hard, then you have a championship level team. I do believe this team could be a championship level team if KP stays healthy.
King, I hope you're right. I hope you be right. All right, man. Ben says main negative for me were the three shooting from Dorian, yeah, Maxi and Bullock, yeah. He said Maxi had a shocking game, couldn't hit anything right. Kind of felt bad for him. Yeah, yeah. We addressed it in the beginning of the video, well, in the negative section. I'm not going to beat Maxi down. I mean, how many of these games has Maxi had this year?
Yeah,
He
exactly.
usually was the most reliable out of that group that you just named until Dodo kind of had his hot streak going. Reggie, I mean, Reggie had 2 good games and then just disappeared for like 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? So he is what he is. But between Maxi and Dodo, you know, I'm not gonna beat down on Maxi, man. Like I said, he's entitled to maybe 1 or 2 bad games. I think Maxi will bounce back, especially in the next game. I really feel that. What you think, man?
It's the reason we have all these players. The reason you can name all those guys right there is because one of those guys or 2 of those guys can have a bad game. That's the exact reason why we have all those guys. Somebody's going to do their role out of them 3, and then we got guys that's going to play. All 3 of them play defense, so that's still an awesome defensive lineup right there as far as DFS, Maxi, and Bullock. And like I'm fine. Maxi can have the off game. This game we got the win. Maxi would come back and drop 5 threes next game or something like that with excellent defense and 2 blocks and 8 boards or something. So I'm fine, Maxi. Everybody pulled their weight. I'm good. This is what happens. You pull up your brother. That's B-ball.
Yes, sir. All right, Ben also said thoughts on considering Luca as a legit 2-way player.
Hey,
King just touched it. Like, I mean, I'm telling y'all, man. We as Mavs fans, we watch this team every night, so we see it. I'm telling you, I listened to ESPN not too long ago, and they still have this perception that Luca doesn't play defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we touched on it before. That's why I don't really watch and listen to ESPN like that anymore, because y'all don't actually watch this team to know exactly what this team can do. You only go by hearsay, perception, or you look at the box score. You know what I'm saying? And so if they actually watch these games and see that Luca's out there playing defense, you can say that Luca is starting to become a 2-way player. He have to take everybody cookies out there one-on-one, straight up.
Yep.
Passing lanes, everything, man. He's doing it out there.
When Luca gets
like
mad,
I said before, because when he's in the game, the defensive efficiency is better when he's not in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, that narrative, he don't play defense and all this old stuff that the ESPN or those national people put out there, they you know what I'm saying, they got to get past that, man. Like, this dude is out here playing right now on both ends of the court.
I love when Luca gets mad and takes it personal. It seems like when he gets mad, like somebody does a play to him, and he goes over and takes it personally, and he like always gets to steal. He does a little body move where he catches you the body check and then reaches around and catches you and takes your cookies all the time. So as I said earlier, I mean, Luca, I feel like is playing at all defensive level as far as, but he's not going to get it, especially not this year. But it's seasons like this where they're going to say, well, how are you guys have the number 3 defense or whatever without a defensive player? And it's like, well, somebody has to be playing defense. Something like it has to be some type of defensive play on the team. So eventually they'll give him respect. Like seasons like this, same thing happened with like Larry Bird back in the past. Larry Bird became an all defensive player back in the 80s because the Boston Celtics became a great defensive team. So it'll happen eventually if they stay on this course.
Be honest with you, man. Back in the day, I cared about that, but now I don't. Like I said, they don't. ESPN, it's a circus now, man. So I don't even pay attention to them like that. All right, man. Pavel says they missed KP for a bunch of lobs cuts he was calling for. Yeah. Like I said, that's a lot to do with the respect that the Mavericks give Toronto on defense.
Uh-huh.
Toronto is a very good defensive team. Like, don't look at their record. Don't look at the fact we beat them. Like, they are a good defensive team. If you saw in the first half, it wasn't easy for Dallas.
Uh-huh.
Like, it might have looked easy with the way Luca was getting. It's because it's Luca, man. He's a different beast out there. You know what I'm saying? But as far as their defense, the Toronto's a very good defensive team. They always been a good defensive team, especially under Nick Nurse. So if they are missing him on live, it's probably a mental thing. As far as, look, man, do we really want to risk that with Toronto? And that back end on the defensive side, man, trying to lob it to him for them to get a steal. You know what I'm saying? And so that's probably what it was, man. What you think?
I noticed the same thing. KP was calling for a few lobs and he didn't get it. But I think, as Ralph said, it's because of Toronto's length. I think
you don't want to play with that, bro.
To throw the ball inside, and they were getting kind of steals. And then also in the second half, a little bit, KP got a little sloppy when he was getting the balls in the post.
Yeah,
the ball in the post as far as the pass and all of that. So I think it was a combination of both of those. Well, a little bit of lost trust, but also Toronto's defense.
That's what I was going to say too. Yeah, probably a little bit of lost trust. You're right. All right, man. KC Family says, "Hey, chat, how's everyone? Just stopping by to show love."
What's up, fam?
What's good, man? Appreciate you.
That's the bro. I appreciate you for looking.
Yes, Thank sir. You. Respect to both of you guys on the panel. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. All right, man. Cheese ball, what's good, man? Luca misses too many cuts in the lane. All his assists are for threes. Hey, 3 is better than 2, right?
I mean,
yeah. Nah, you right though. You're right though, Cheese. I've seen that a lot too, man. It's like, it could be JB, it could be, Dodo, anybody. But in this game, for sure, it's kind of the same thing we said with KP. This team is very long and rangy. You don't want to take chances like that sometimes. Hey, they had 16 turnovers. Mm-hmm. This team is number 1 in the league in less turnovers in the league. Mm-hmm. And so they average about 11 to 12 turnovers. They had 16 today. So just imagine if a lot of those, you're trying to force those in there on certain cuts that you think you see, and they get a deflection and they're going the other way. Yeah. So them just being very careful with the ball. If y'all watch the game on Bally Southwest today, you heard Derek Harper kind of mention it. It's like, this team right here, you have to be very careful with the ball because they love getting the ball and taking it in the open court.
Absolutely. I basically agree with everything you said. Toronto, we have on the Mavericks, we have length as far as our guys, but we don't have a bunch of athleticism, if that makes sense.
They got length.
Toronto has length, yes, and athleticism. So a lot of those like lobs and all, where you think KP may be 7'3", they have a guy that's 6'9", 6'8", or whatever that can get as high or even maybe as higher
and quicker.
And quicker than Kristaps Porzingis can get there. So some of the cuts he does miss, but we don't have guys that have the greatest hands either. So I mean, it's a little bit of trust factor as well. Luca, sometimes he gets guys with the cuts. They play 2-man game and on him and KP and all. I do see it, but it is sometimes where you're like, come on, just try to bullet it, at his head, KP's head, and see if he can catch it under the rim or whatever. So it may be a little trust factor. So they're still developing. I can't nitpick at Luca, man. Come on, man. 41-15 and 7? 41-14 and 7. So come on.
Hey man, it's Luca night, man. Y'all.
But I appreciate you, Keith.
Man. Let him be tonight. All right, man. Pavel says, yeah, Luca had a little bit more bounce in his step tonight. Yeah, he did have a little bit of a bounce. Calling Jalen for the live dunk. Oh yeah. Yeah. He said, I think he's going to get better and better as the season progresses. Yeah. Hopefully, man, he could pick this up going into the playoffs. Yeah, I laughed at that play that Pavel was talking about, man, because you saw Luca talk about, hey, throw it up. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I saw Jalen looking that direction, I was like, he finna lob it? And then he kind of like bounced it for a layup. It's I thought he was gonna lob it too, man, at first, but no, yeah, that was a funny moment, man. That was definitely a funny moment.
Yeah, he should have loved it. Luca, I think he's going to get better and better as well. I won't be surprised if he actually at the end of this year averages more than he averaged last year, as far as
Mm-hmm.
maybe around the same points, but more as far as rebounds and assists because he's rebounding his butt off right now.
Oh
If
yeah,
you've been
yeah.
noticing,
I was saying
uh,
14 tonight. Yeah.
yeah. So I think he will get better and better. And again, to harp on it, guys, please go vote for Luca in the All Star game. Please vote for him. His numbers, he has better numbers in all statistic categories, basically, than John Morant. Stop this narrative. Let's get it out of here. Let's get him in the All Star game. Points, rebounds, assists. John Morant is his levels of this. Stop playing with this guy. Get him in the
Man,
All Star game, guys.
they putting Ja on a whole new level. They put him over Giannis and everything. I'm like, I'm done, bro. Like, what is going on out here?
Hold up. Another thing before we go on that note. Memphis is 10-2 without Ja Morant. Dallas is what 5-11, I believe, as far as without Luca Doncic. With Luca Doncic in the lineup, they're like 18-10, and I mean 16-10. I'm sorry, and Memphis is 18-12 with Ja Morant in the lineup. Come on, let's stop this narrative, man. Luca Doncic is on a different level than Ja Morant.
Yes, sir. So I just said he's an Aussie. Yes, sir, man. Hey, welcome, man. Hey,
From
we,
down
we have
under.
we have some people definitely overseas, man, that are Mavs fans. That's a trip to me. Just imagine how many Mavs fans we actually have all over the globe, man.
Yeah. Love
Like the
from
tip.
down under, y'all. I tried to
Yeah.
tell him Luca gonna bring it from all over, man. He can be a global icon.
Yes, sir. All right, man. See what else we got here. Daryl, what's good, man? He said Ozzy on check. Yes, sir. Salute to him, man. Salute to the Aussies, man. Definitely. All right, man. Will, what's good, man? He said great show, y'all. Appreciate it,
Real.
man. Even better show by the Dallas Mavericks.
Yes,
That's what
sir.
we're here for. Dallas Mavericks. All right. All right, Daryl had another one. He said, would the Mavs reach the number one spot in defensive rating? Would a trade be focused on improving the defense or the offense? Damn, great question. That's a great question. So from the names that we're hearing, it sounds like it's going to affect the defense. It's like they're trying to just make the defense it's already, number one or whatever. Now they're trying to make it like just beyond number one. Like if you talking about getting like a Jeremy Grant or a Miles Turner, somebody like that, like those two guys are known for playing defense. And they're talking about plugging those type of guys into this defense right now. You would think firsthand, like, oh, they focusing on the defense. And so, because we're not really hearing a lot of names of offensive players. Because even if you ask Ben Simmons, hearing his name, defense. So a lot of these guys are known for playing defense. But just imagine these guys playing on our team with the defense. But yeah, do you think they should add an offensive guy? You think we should add an offensive guy? You think we're going to be okay on offense?
I
You
think
hope that offense is going to finally start clicking.
well, I'll answer both of them first. First, I don't know if they're going to be number one as far as rating because I think Golden State may have them by a couple points. So unless Golden State's been struggling as well. So
And Draymond is out.
if Golden State continues to struggle, maybe they may get it, but it's not out of reach. I don't think it can't happen. Two, I thought at first it would just be on defense. Like I thought Miles Turner would be the rim protector that just put it over the top. But I think they're going away from that now, as I heard. So I think they're still going to go for defense, but I think they want a little bit of playmaking. So I don't think the issue with this team, I've said it, I think in our chat, is shooting as much because we have some guys that can shoot the rock. The issue is basically our main guys can't shoot the three-pointer right now. So, and you can't change them. Bringing in someone else to shoot the ball isn't going to change those guys from shooting the ball. Right. So I think the issue is mainly they have to improve their three-point shooting, and then we want to get one more playmaker on our team, I think. So, like you said, a Jeremy Grant can do a little playmaking and controlling the ball. A Ben Simmons, that type of guy. I think that's what they want to go for now, a playmaker with that.
So a playmaker with the defense.
Yes, a guy that can play defense and do play a little bit of playmaking.
I think it'd be a little bit easier for us to get Jeremy Grant right now.
Yeah,
those other guys. So yeah.
I think I put up.
Shout out to Tom, man. Shout out to my boy Tom, man.
Do you only get Jeremy Grant if you can trade Dorian Finney-Smith?
No, I want to keep Dorian.
So you want Dorian off the bench?
I think Maxey will go back to the bench.
So you gonna have
KP to the 5, put him at the Jeremy at the 4, Dodo at the 3,
Okay.
Luke at the 2. Yeah,
So he'll take Max's spot. Okay, I like that.
yeah.
I
But
like that. I like that.
then they'll be built for sure like the Raptors and with
Yeah,
the starting lineup.
I like that a
That's
lot.
length all over the darn place right there.
Yeah, I like that. But I like that. It may hurt the shooting a little bit though, because
I mean,
Maxie is
he's
one of the
he can
guys as
score.
far as
He's
the
scoring
shooting.
like average like 20 points a game this year.
Yeah, I ain't worried about the score. I'm more the shooting as
Oh,
far as
shoot. Oh, yeah.
the spacing on the floor. As far as
Got
like Maxie, we talk about him having a bad game, but you know how Maxie is when we out there calling him spacing that floor for that pick and pop, man. Like it's like simple.
Yeah.
So Jeremy Grant it'd be an adjustment for that, but it's an adjustment I'm willing to take. I'd make that move.
Especially like if you could get him and not give up a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right, man. Got a bunch of questions coming in. All right, he says, so with the accession of Jalen Brunson and we get Dragic, how do you see him fitting in this rotation? I knew what Dragic's question was going to come, man. We played Toronto, so I knew what Dragic's question was going to come. I want to believe now they're not going after Dragic because you don't need him now. You wanted him to do what Jalen Brunson is doing right now, and like I said before, you have Jalen doing that, and he's younger, and so to me, I think he's also a better defender too than Dragic. So
Yes,
I
sir.
don't see them going after Dragic now. But like I said, I've been wrong before. But from what I'm seeing right now, the way the team is playing, and the reason why they wanted Dragic is because they wanted two ball handlers. You got two ball handlers now, and Jalen, and Jalen is cooking right now. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. You said you still see them getting Dragic. I don't see it, man.
If it's a buyout situation, I still believe they get Dragic, and I think it helps. It helps with their minutes. It helps with Luca. Sometimes you can sit Luca and JB at the same time. You don't have to just stagnate their minutes all the time. So you can have that last ball handler that can be out there when you may want to just sit both of them out there at the same time. So I still think he'd be an awesome pickup if we can pick him up. I'd take one more ball handler.
Man, like I said, I could be wrong. Like I said, for me looking on the outside, looking in, it just looks like okay, because everything they wanted from Dragic, JB's doing right now.
He'd solidify Frank's spot. I feel like Frank Ntilikina's spot. That sometimes Frank, sometimes Trey Burke kind of spot. I think that'll be
Oh, yeah,
Dragic where you.
Trey
Yeah,
Burke, just leave Frank out of it, bro. Why you trying to throw Frank in there, bro?
I'm just saying, man. Frank and Trey Burke, those minutes right there where you're like, hey, a guy comes in here. Sometimes he gives you something. Sometimes he doesn't. I think
Yeah.
Dragic should be more of a consistent at that position.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Ooh, I think the went up. My bad. The line went up. Okay, here we go. They pick and choose when a stat line that makes you better or not. They pick and choose when a stat line makes you better or not. You're probably talking about ESPN. Yeah, man. Like I said, I when we were kids, we used to rush home from school and couldn't wait to watch ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Sports Center and all that stuff. Now it's a joke, man. Like I don't pay attention to it. And so you're right, man. Like all they do is just look at the stats or look at the highlights or whatever, and it's like, oh, and then you get an assessment from that. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's why they're losing, or that's why they're bad. It's just like that's. Did you actually watch the game and find out what's really going on? They don't do that.
Yeah, it just bothers me because the media controls the players' money, and that bothers me. Like, I know I talk about LeBron in this show sometimes, but I said LeBron, he doesn't have a defensive player of the year on his repertoire because the media screwed him from having one. And that's a big stat as far as in his legacy, for all time greatest player and all that mumbo jumbo that he talks about. One of the arguments is always Jordan had a defensive player of the year. That's one of the arguments. LeBron can never have that back now because the media took it away from him. So things like being a consistent first team All NBA guy, that it'll be like the difference of Luca being a third NBA guy some year, something like that, and him being a consistent, perennial first team All NBA guy. Like it's certain things you just want to be on your resume from when you're trying to be a great player. And for the media to have that much control and to change that narrative, it sometimes sucks. Because like I say, Luca is shooting maybe maybe like 5 percentage points less than Ja Morant. Because I think Luca got his 3-point percentage up to 31 now, which tonight maybe or something like that. So I just think like Ja Morant just doesn't do as much for the ball team as Luca Doncic does. And Dallas Mavericks fans can see that, and we know that. But for some reason, the media is trying to change the narrative and make it something else. So I think they're punishing him for his weight, really.
Are you saying the same media that didn't vote Dwight Howard into the All 75 team, but
Yep,
they added Anthony Davis? Talking about that media?
that same
Oh,
year.
okay. I thought we were
They
talking about
had
different
Damian,
team. Okay,
they
I'm
had
sorry.
Damian Lillard in there. Sorry, D Lil, I love you, Dame Time, but D Lil in there, Anthony Davis in there, and you didn't have Dwight Howard in there. Yep. So
All right, man. Next question here. Pavel says, "Hey King, I got the Josh Green rookie card for you. I'll shoot you an email to know where to send it." Oh, there you go.
hey,
There you
my
go, man.
man. Well, I guess I'll talk to him after the show, but I appreciate that, Pavel. I had to get something to you too, man. Thank you. That's
Good
love.
looking out, Pavel. Good looking out, man. And last but not least, if anything else comes in, Sadera said, "Would you still take a chance on Miles Turner with the injury? Would you rather have Miles Turner or Ben Simmons?" That's a question for you, sir.
I will still take a chance. Still take the chance on Miles Turner. If we, I think this the injury gives us a better chance to get him for a lower amount, I should say. Um, the Miles Turner and the Ben Simmons thing, I go back and forth with it, man. Like, I thought Miles Turner might take us to another level, but I think it's Ben Simmons. I think, I think Ben Simmons because of his playmaking ability. Like, I really, if you take away shooting and maybe I guess availability, maybe because he's not really the healthiest guy ever. You take away both of those things from the conversation of Ben Simmons, he might be elite at everything else. He may be elite at everything else.
Nah,
Like
he's the best defender and on ball defender in the league, man.
he may be elite at everything. He's elite at getting to the rim and finishing. He's elite at playmaking. He's elite at defending. So I'm gonna go Ben Simmons, man. I think Ben Simmons is one of the best players in the NBA. So I think he's higher on the totem pole than Miles Turner. I think if he's playing this year, he'd be an All Star again. And you got to get those type of guys if you can.
Man, and from all reports, it seems like Daryl Morey's not budging, man.
Mm-mm.
Like Jesus, like come
That's
on, man.
that's better for the Mavs though. That's actually better for the Mavs. As crazy as that sounds, that's the longer it goes out, we can get Ben Simmons with Jalen Brunson's with Jalen Brunson signing trade and the trade exception. Hey, so and Ben Simmons already said, I'm the one thing I keep telling all Mavs fans. Ben Simmons says he wants to play for the Mavericks. That's a huge step as far as like a player saying players go where they want to go nowadays. So Ben Simmons says he wants to play for the Mavericks. We might get Ben Simmons.
We'll see, man. We'll definitely see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess that'll do it for us tonight, man. It was a pretty good one. As y'all know, Dallas wins 10 what was it, 102-98 against the Toronto Raptors. Wait, hold on. We got some more questions again. I mean, more comments stuff came in. Hold on. Oh, fantastic show as always, guys. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Love you. All right, guys.
This
I
guy.
think that now that'll probably do it for us. We'd like to thank you guys, man. It was a nice number tonight, man. We definitely thank y'all for rocking with us tonight. I know everybody was excited after the game. It was a great game tonight for the Dallas Mavericks. They rolled again. It's another dub for them. We're getting ready for a game tomorrow, guys, against Phoenix. So that's going that's gonna be the game right there, man. So y'all need to bring y'all's energy for the Mavs, man, tomorrow. Shout out to the people who want to be at the game tomorrow. So definitely bring your energy. Um, King, you got anything you want to add before we end it, man?
Nah, we just love y'all, man. Thank y'all for the support. We just rocking, trying to make this something special. Thank y'all for being a part of it from the beginning. Appreciate all of y'all.
Yes, sir. And y'all, we have right here our Twitter. Please follow our Twitter, guys. We can do these same type of conversation with you guys also on our Twitter. So if you guys have any comments, any questions that you want to add on there, we can also add those questions and comments onto the show. So that way, we always got you guys, man. We always got you. We can. This is a community for the Mad fans, man. We're here to have a conversation about the team that we love, and that's the Dallas Mavericks. So we're always down to talk about it, man. Either it be me or it be King, man. One of us will definitely be. Actually, both of us will be on our Twitter page, man. So y'all guys can follow us there. For those who are new to the show, guys, do us a huge, huge favor, man, and hit that subscribe button, guys. There will be more content exactly like this, talking about the Dallas Mavericks. We will have another show tomorrow after the Phoenix Suns game. So it's not going to be a late game, thank God, because we're playing here in Dallas. So it's going to be a 7:30 game, and it's a national televised game. So, man, that's going to be the I hate national televised games when it comes to the Mavericks because it just be I be on edge, man. But anyway, But yeah, so guys, we're gonna have a video tomorrow night, probably around the same time as tonight, for the Dallas Mavericks versus the Phoenix Suns. And if you guys enjoyed the content tonight, guys, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button towards two guys. That'll help us out. That'll go a long way for us. Your likes, your subscriptions, us growing this channel. We're trying to get to our 200 subscribers and then go from there. So our goal right now is to get to 200 and then work our way from there, guys. We
We're
definitely can do that
close.
with
We're
your
so
help.
close.
So close, y'all. So close. We're definitely trying to grow this thing, man. But let's see. Anything else? I think that's it. With all that being said, man, it is the dynamic duo of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel and the Glow Sun Production Twitch channel. I don't show enough love to the Twitch folks out there. Twitch, what's up, man? So,
IG, what it do?
IG, Twitter, what's up, man?
Yep.
Now, with all that being said, y'all, it is your boy Rail. I got my boy King with the fresh Luca Doncic jersey on. I should have had mine on tonight, but it's all good. And we will catch you guys here again very, very soon.
Hey.